guys, thanks for tuning in. This is OPTIBOTIMUS coming to you with another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Robots in Disguise one-step Strongarm. A new female character in a Transformers series can never be a bad thing. And Strongarm here, she actually seems like she's gonna be fairly entertaining. Now for the package, as you can see, again, very simple, but very similar to a lot of those other one-step figures that we've got, where the instructions are right here. You got an open clamshell here in her vehicle mode. You got the Robots in Disguise logo there, as well as a nice image of her in her actual cartoon appearance. Come down here to the bottom, you got other figures that are available, including Bumblebee, Sideswipe, and Underbite. And then here on the back, you can see that in conjunction with the figure, it also can be kind of used with a video game. As you can see, you got the Transformers app here, which can be downloaded via either the Apple Store or Google Play, but the actual app's not available just yet. So if you do want to keep up to date with the release date, go ahead and visit transformers.com, and they'll keep you up to date for the actual release. And then once you have that downloaded, you can scan the various faction symbol on the figures, and you can unlock and play that particular character, it seems. So when having this figure, you'd be able to unlock Strongarm, which is cool. I think it's a great way of kind of hitting that target audience with kids who may not necessarily be buying a lot of toys anymore, but play more video games than anything. This way, you kind of get the best of both worlds. So for the packaging, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get her open and see how cool she actually is. Alright guys, so here we have Strongarm opened up and out of her packaging. And again, honestly, for what the figure is, I'm really quite impressed with it. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this utilizes engineering that's been used previously. I have reviewed some of the one-step changers, but not all of them. So I'm not sure if this is something that we saw previously, but I really do enjoy this. Now, for what it is meant to be, I think it succeeds beautifully. It is not meant for us as collectors, so I'm not going to review this as a collector piece. This is just something for kids to play with and have a good time with. And I wish other reviewers would focus on that as well, because it gives these a bad name, and I really don't think that it should be the case with these. It's like an adult collector trying to review the play school toy or something. No, you're not going to like it as much or enjoy it as much because you're not the target audience. This is for kids, and I think it's great. Now, one thing that I'm wondering is, it kind of looks like right here, there's supposed to be an Autobot logo. Maybe I'll put a repro label there or something. But vehicle mode, it is very, very simple. I mean, you got the blue, you got the white, black, you got the police lights up here. So Strongarm is a very bulked up police officer, and it's cool because to me that says she's going to be a strong character, and I dig it. So to transform her, really all you do is you take this, you separate this here, that actually kind of locks into place to kind of hold everything together right there. There's just a little tab, you just kind of bring it down, and then as you bring these together, you can see she flips out, and there she is. And again, you could do this over. You can't go too fast because the gimmick won't really work if you go all that fast. I mean, you can see that it kind of gets stuck. But if you go slow, it works perfectly fine. And one thing that's interesting is that she's got really great balance. That's a giant backpack, and it's kind of ugly. But again, it's great for a kid to kind of just run around and play with. And then you can sit there and transform her, and she's on to her next adventure. Now, one thing that I talked about in my Bumblebee review, and I'm going to bring him out, so just take Bumblebee and transform this little fella. The Autobot logos are incredibly weird looking, but they're different, and they serve the purpose, I really do feel, of that video game. Zooming in to look at that, you can see that the graphics around the Autobot logo are actually different. So I have no question in my mind that when you scan Strongarm, for example, that allows the program itself to identify this as Strongarm and this is Bumblebee. But for a size comparison, since I got them both out here, there you have it. They're tiny, but vehicle mode, they're actually pretty good size. I'd say they're pretty kind of deluxe car size-ish, to be totally honest. This is obviously a little bit smaller, and as a truck, probably a little bit smaller than, well, she should be, but it works. Like I said, for the target audience that it's going for, I think it nails it on all accounts. This is something that I wish I had as a kid. It was just quick and easy and allow you to play with. Now, unfortunately for articulation, oh no, she actually does. I did not think that she was articulated. This this is kind of flimsy right here, and when you bring that's kind of brings the whole back piece around. But her arms actually do rotate up. That's something that I was surprised at. I didn't think that was actually going to happen, but it is. I don't know if I like doing it because, like I said, the plastic here is fairly thin. I mean, it's not fragile feeling, but you can see that when I'm bringing it up, or maybe it's just the joint is very tight. When you bring it up, this whole thing kind of flexes a little bit. And is there? No, there's not a stretch joint, but I mean, it's cool that they put the articulation in there, but for me, it's not that big of a deal. But you bring it around and then you just tab that down there, and that actually holds that fairly decently. She's not flopping out, so I dig her. I think, like I said, she serves her purpose as a one-step changer. I think it works pretty nicely. And if this is something that you're looking for, maybe your kids would be interested in it. They are slowly starting to trickle out to various retail places. I found mine at Toys R Us. But if you can't find it and this is something that you want to pick up, there is always Big Bad Toy Store. So all you have to do is click on the link down in the video description where Big Bad Toy Store has this, as well as the rest of the Transformers Robots in Disguise line, and you can add them to your collection today. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. So once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been OPTIBOTIMUS. Don't forget that you can keep in touch with me by liking my Facebook page at facebook.com/TeamBotimus and by following me over on Twitter at twitter.com/OPTIBOTIMUS. Also, I'd really encourage you to check out my new website at OPTIBOTIMUSreviews.com, where you can see all my videos from the previous week, see what I have coming up for future release, and also get your very own OPTIBOTIMUS t-shirt. And finally, I'd also really appreciate it, guys, that if you like this review, don't forget to please like, comment, and share this video. Remember, I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and if you'd like to keep up with all that and have them sent directly to you, make sure that you click that subscribe button. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.